Pay attention, y'all. They have to let us know first before they can do anything to us. That's heavenly.
Malcolm-Jamal Warner, known for his role as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, tragically died on July 20, 2025, at the age of 54, in an incident reported as an accidental drowning off the coast of Cocos Beach in Limon, Costa Rica. According to official reports from Costa Rica's Judicial Investigation Agency OIJ, Warner was caught in a strong rip current while swimming at Playa Grande, a beach known for its dangerous surf and lack of consistent lifeguard presence. Despite being rescued by bystanders and receiving over 20 minutes of CPR from the Costa Rican Red Cross, attempts to resuscitate him failed, and he was declared dead at the scene. His official cause of death was confirmed as asphyxia by submersion following an autopsy. The beach where the incident occurred is notorious for its strong rip currents, with warning signs in English and Spanish indicating a high risk of drowning and advising that only advanced surfers should enter the water. Local authorities and the Caribbean Guard, a volunteer lifeguard group, noted that no lifeguards were on duty at the time due to limited resources, a recurring issue at this location. Initial reports suggested Warner was swimming with his 8-year-old daughter when they were caught in a rip current, with surfers and a volunteer lifeguard intervening to save them. One surfer reportedly used his board to bring the child to safety, while others pulled Warner and another man to shore. However, subsequent statements from the OIJ clarified that Warner's daughter was not in the water at the time of the incident. Instead, Warner was said to have been playing with her on the shore before entering the sea with a friend, who managed to escape the current. This discrepancy in the narrative has fueled speculation and confusion, as earlier accounts, including those from ABC News and US Weekly, explicitly stated that Warner was attempting to save his daughter. The OIJ's revised statement indicated that Warner was swept away alongside a friend, and while the friend survived, Warner could not be saved despite efforts by multiple bystanders, including 3 tourists who were doctors. The shifting details of the incident have raised questions among fans, commentators, and some media outlets, particularly in light of the dangerous conditions at Playa Grande. The beach, described as a challenging location by the Caribbean Guard, has been the subject of academic studies due to its powerful rip currents, which can pull swimmers offshore at speeds of up to 6 feet per second. Despite the presence of warning signs, the absence of lifeguards on the day of the incident has been a point of contention. The Caribbean Guard explained that their resources were stretched thin, with patrols redirected to other high-risk beaches like Playa Negra and Chiquita. This lack of oversight, combined with the beach's known hazards, has led some to question why Warner, described as a devoted father who prioritized his family's safety, would choose to swim in such a treacherous area, especially if his daughter was left alone on the shore. Further complicating the narrative is the absence of Warner's wife during the incident. According to some reports, she was not at the beach when the drowning occurred, which has struck some as unusual given Warner's public statements about his close-knit family. In interviews, Warner frequently spoke of his wife and daughter as the center of his world, emphasizing their importance in his life. In a May 2025 episode of the Hot and Bothered podcast, he shared that he and his wife, whom he met through a mutual friend, had been together for nearly a decade without ever having an argument or raising their voices. He described his daughter as a blessing he had prayed for, noting that he felt a deep responsibility to raise her with love and care. The idea that Warner would leave his daughter unattended on a dangerous beach or swim alone in such conditions has led some to speculate about the circumstances surrounding his death. Eddie Griffin, Warner's co-star from the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie, reportedly warned him about the dangers of remaining too clean in Hollywood. According to posts on X and various commentaries, Griffin, a seasoned industry figure, cautioned Warner about the pressures faced by black entertainers who resist conforming to the industry's expectations. Warner was known for avoiding scandal, rejecting stereotypical roles, and maintaining a low-profile personal life. He was vocal about his concerns regarding Hollywood's portrayal of black characters, as evidenced by his 2021 op-ed for the Television Academy, where he criticized white gatekeepers for perpetuating stereotypes. His podcast, Not All Hood, launched in 2024 with co-hosts Woosie Baraka and Candace Kelly, aimed to challenge monolithic depictions of black culture and address issues like mental health, black love, and media representation. Warner also expressed frustration with the state of modern hip-hop, calling out its reliance on misogyny and toxic masculinity, and notably refused to engage in the 2024 Kendrick Lamar-Drake feud, dismissing it as a distraction from more meaningful cultural discussions. These outspoken views, combined with his refusal to play the game, have led some to theorize that Warner's death was not as accidental as reported. Posts on X, including one from @Proletorio1, suggest skepticism about the official narrative, pointing to inconsistencies such as initial reports of a pool drowning later corrected to an ocean incident and the absence of Warner's wife. Others have speculated that Warner was investigating sensitive topics that threaten powerful interests, though no concrete evidence supports these claims. A final Instagram post attributed to Warner, in which he wrote about the need for cultural growth and described the entertainment industry as being on life support, has been cited by some as evidence of his critical stance toward systemic issues. However, official reports and eyewitness accounts consistently describe the incident as a tragic accident caused by the beach's hazardous conditions. The Costa Rican Red Cross confirmed that 2 adult males were treated at the scene, with one, a 29-year-old Nicaraguan man who attempted to save Warner, being hospitalized in critical condition but later discharged. The OIJ's investigation found no evidence of foul play, and Warner's body was released from the judicial morgue to a funeral service arranged by his family. Tributes from colleagues like Tracee Ellis Ross, Viola Davis, and Magic Johnson highlighted Warner's warmth, talent, and impact, with no mention of suspicious circumstances. Bill Cosby, in a statement to The Sun, compared Warner's death to the loss of his own son, Ennis, but did not suggest anything beyond a tragic accident. The speculation around Warner's death reflects broader distrust in institutional narratives, particularly given his reputation as a principled figure who challenged Hollywood norms. The changing details, particularly regarding his daughter's involvement and the number of rescuers, have not been fully explained, and the lack of a press conference or detailed public statement from authorities has left room for doubt. However, the absence of lifeguards, the documented dangers of Playa Grande, and the presence of warning signs provide a plausible explanation for the tragedy. Rip currents are a known hazard in Costa Rica, claiming numerous lives annually, and even experienced swimmers can be overwhelmed. Warner's decision to swim that day, whether alone or with a friend, may simply reflect a lapse in judgment in an environment where safety measures were inadequate. The reference to heavenly rules and warnings from Eddie Griffin, as mentioned in the query, aligns with conspiracy theories suggesting that public figures who defy powerful systems are targeted. Yet, without verifiable evidence, these claims remain speculative. The number 201, tied to the date of Warner's death, July 20th, the 201st day of 2025, and the total episodes of The Cosby Show, has been noted by some as a curious coincidence, but no clear significance has been established. Similarly, discussions of a Hollywood machine or elite secrets lack substantiation beyond anecdotal warnings and Warner's own critiques of the industry. In conclusion, Malcolm-Jamal Warner's death appears to have been a tragic accident caused by a powerful rip current at an unprotected beach. While inconsistencies in early reports and his outspoken criticism of Hollywood have fueled suspicion, official accounts and the hazardous conditions at Playa Grande support the conclusion of an accidental drowning. Warner's legacy as a talented actor, musician, and advocate for authentic representation endures, as does the grief of his family, friends, and fans.